Hey, what's up, everybody? So, as most of you guys know, Josh Scott had sent me over a really cool Boss Blues driver that he did some modifications to, swapping some diodes and adding even a fuzz circuit to it. And yeah, just got it on Sunday. Today's Monday, December the 2nd, 2024. But yeah, he did all the modifications live on his short circuit stream, and yeah, pretty damn cool. Right now I've got the pedal set at about 11 o'clock on the level and the gain, and I have the tone set at about 1 o'clock. I have the fuzz circuit out, but here's a clean tone for reference. I'm playing a 1990s PV Wolfgang Special US model, and yeah, I got the Marshall DSL 40C. It has its tone settings at trebles noon, mids at about 11 o'clock, bass at 1 o'clock. But anyway, yeah, this is clean just for reference. Bridge pickup. And we're just running a Google Pixel 7 microphone. I don't have a SM57 hooked up or anything right now. So when the gain kicks on, it might spike, so whatever. Here's just the overdrive. I'm gonna crank the level up to noon. I'm gonna go ahead and throw in the fuzz circuit. I'm gonna keep the gain where it's at, and then I'll go ahead and max it out. But yeah, it's sitting at 11 o'clock. Neck pickup, actually. Let's try that out. Now, what's cool is when the gain is below a certain threshold and you play below a certain note all the way up until like the second octave of E, which I'm playing E flat, so technically D sharp. It actually throws in octave fuzz, but past that, it gets still. So I'd say G still gets an A, and then once you go past about the A, it starts fading out. Sorry, I'm playing in it's a G sharp. Kind of lingers, it's there. But like I said, if you max the gain, And the fuzz isn't really like super tight. Don't expect to do this modification and play like Master Puppets with the fuzz on. Maybe the drive, I'll try that out. It's but yeah, I'll just show you like an example of the tightness. Like it's gnarly. Sounds really damn good, but it is flubby. But yeah, that's very useful when you take away the fuzz. Like, let's go ahead and crank on some gain on the amplifier. And let's try to use this. Let's try to use this as a boost instead of like driving the hell out of it. Alright, so this is just the amps gain, and I haven't done anything with the settings. The amps gain is about like 11 o'clock. Alright, so this is the blues driver. And I have the gain at about, I don't know, let's call that 8 o'clock. Let me put it up to 9. So it's almost doing kind of like the Randy Rhoads kind of deal. What did he use? That MXR, I forget what it was. I think it was just an MXR distortion, if I can recall. But it's kind of doing that thing, but I don't think that's the way that the schematic was done up. Well, at least the way that the diodes are wired, but I don't know. It's got a very similar sound though. It's got like a very bitey high end that boosts the lead quite a bit. So if you want to use this mod as a lead boost, you could totally do that, or you could just run this thing as like a clean channel gain. So if you got like a Fender or something like that, this is fantastic for giving you an overdrive channel if you want to use it that way. Overall, I mean, like, this is a way more versatile version of a BD-2. I'll give it that. And, having that fuzz mod on top of it is very, very interesting. It is one of the filthier fuzzes I've used in a while. Is it the filthiest? No, not by any means, but it's very usable, which is good. Because you could have some fuzzes that are just absolutely Velcro, nasty, feedbacky, thing. And yeah, that's great for certain things, but it's not the most musical thing in the world, but it has its place. But this works, man. I think this is a kick-ass mod to do to a BD-2 if you got one laying around, or if you could find one for cheap and you just want to mess around with it, or if you've never modified a PCB before and you want to take a swing at it, this isn't the most challenging modification to do. I think just because of the way that the wires are kind of braided inside of the pedal, when you first pull the PCB down, it could be a little challenging on that. But if you're beginning, I think you could get away with it. Intermediate, for sure, you know, this is easier to do. But yeah, just order the parts up that Josh recommended from the video, and you know, knock this out for yourself. I definitely approve this pedal. It's like a solid 9 out of 10 for me, and I don't really say that very often, but I really like the tonal range of it, and just the, I don't know, the brightness is refreshing for a BD-2 because they're usually not the brightest of pedals. They're okay. I mean, BD-2 does its thing, but I've always kind of leaned more toward the Marshall Blues Breaker kind of sound compared to the Blues Driver, which is way different in its own right. But yeah, I think this makes the Blues Driver way better. Again, thanks to JHS and Josh Scott for building this thing, and Belle for picking me out of the bunch. I don't recall how many were in the chat. I think it was probably around like, I don't know, 1,500 to 2,000. I don't recall, but yeah, I guess yeah, kick ass, and yeah, thank you guys very much. You have a good rest of your holiday season, and I hope everybody has a great Christmas, and stay safe out there, guys.